Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a vlog day. Also happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Anyway, so now but first 1 second. Like, look at this wig. This is my first time I washed this wig and like re-put it back on my head. I think I did good. What y'all think? I know I ain't gonna. I think I did good. But anyway, so yeah, as you know, today is Halloween, so I'm going to be probably not for you, but like, or when it's uploaded, but still, I'm going to be vlogging today. And this is not Mekkah's first Halloween, but this is his first Halloween that he gets to, dress up and like go and trick or treat and stuff. And I just want y'all to see his see this. Like, so I'm gonna vlog today, show some interesting clips of my day, week, or the next few days. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but let's get started. Excuse my face. I'm like looking dry as heck. Like I brush my teeth and everything, and I need to do my skin treatment. Like, got 2 bumps and stuff. Like, ooh, baby. But let's go. That's your boy. We got a hit. Complex, this you?
Let me talk to you real quick.
Okay, so me and Mekkah are up. Like, he's in the living room watching TV. And I'm about to have breakfast delivered. I had this whole I really didn't plan this day out the best way. Like, I should have, had breakfast, Halloween themeified Mekkah, but I didn't really think, too much in advance. I just, it is what it is. So we just woke up. We already brushed our teeth and stuff. So I'm about to order breakfast and have it delivered because I really need to go grocery shopping. And then I'm gonna check back in once we, get breakfast and everything. So we got breakfast. I had to go run to the front and get it. I got me an iced matcha latte. And then I got Mekkah this little box. Yeah, we vegan. So even though this is not vegan, I still got the pumpkin bread. I just can't not get it. We're not gonna eat the cheese, so he got crackers and like the apples and the grapes. Mekkah likes to eat raw fruit in the morning. I don't know who he is, little old man. But so I just be giving him raw fruit most of the time. Like, sometimes he'll do some oatmeal, some pancakes, some other stuff like egg, vegan egg or whatever. But most of the time he want a raw fruit or whatever. And then that's probably because that's how I was eating while I was pregnant. I was kind of my breakfast was light, or it was something light, and then my lunch was heavier, and then my dinner was semi-light to heavy, like medium. So my heaviest meal will always be like my lunchtime, which I still try to follow. I try to follow now, but even when sometimes I drink smoothies to get my powdered vitamins and things, my vitamins and my herbs and stuff, and sometimes it's too much for me to try to eat multiple meals. Like a smoothie, it fills you up or whatever, especially since I like to put banana in mine. I mostly do fruit smoothies. Sometimes I do green but mostly I'll do green juice and like matcha tea and stuff like that. I'm not really cause I don't like mixing my veggies and my fruit. That's my thing. I'm rambling. But anyway, so we're doing breakfast right now. And then like Mecca's watching Elmo and he's doing breakfast. You know, I kind of set it up like buffet style for him sometimes, so he can like, you know, eat on his own. I'm not really, at first I was like super strict about him sitting down at the table and eating, which I probably should get back to it. You know, I'm trying to do the Montessori parenting style. I really should get back to it. It's just, you know, I'd rather him eat and like he likes to go and like watch a show and like eat. So I just kind of set it up like buffet style and he come back and forth. I'm learning, we're learning, we figuring it out. We gonna figure it out. It's gonna get to a point where, you know, he don't do that. He just sits down at his table and eats his whole meal. I'm not forcing him, you know, like, cause when I force, we have conflict and tension, and I can't hear the crying. No. So anyway, we're doing breakfast right now, and then probably we'll probably go. I don't know. We may go for a walk. I'm not sure. It's kind of cold today, so probably won't. You know, I think the festivities, like, I may come back, but I may not because the festivities probably won't get started until later on tonight. So, yeah. Here is my spread for today. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Protection, mirror, and Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. This is the Work Your Light Oracle. So every morning, like most mornings, I'll do like a spread for myself, and then like I look up the chart, the planetary placements for today. I follow sidereal astrology. I just find it's more accurate, in my opinion. This is my opinion, and it works for me. So I just kind of like, I do like basically like a weather report, I guess, for my day. And like I kind of look at my chart and kind of compare like, you know, which planetary placements or what the moon is doing and like how that is gonna affect me. So I just wanted to share that really quick. So like, this is what I feel for today. And then I didn't share previously what I was eating for breakfast. So I got the overnight oats and the matcha latte. I didn't get anything extra. I switched out the milk for almond milk. But that's pretty much it for me for breakfast. So yeah. I was just also sitting here thinking because like with the card mirror, who and what is triggering you, like lately I've been like super duper triggered, like, and I really think I decided to celebrate Navaratri this year, and so I went and got some rituals and some fire labs and things done for me in India in specific spots. Yes, I paid for this, and it's not sponsored. I paid, you know, for Navaratri, and it's very coconutty. I feel like it need like a nut or like a nut butter. Oh, that would be good. Like a nut butter. That would be fire. I might do that myself. Overnight oats. Just Put like a nut butter. Hold on. You mix that raspberry jelly though. Now I still need a nut butter. Raspberry jelly and a nut butter. Fire. And I just been realizing, like, I've been doubting myself. That's Mecca. I just moved it closer. Mecca just... Like I was saying, I just realized that I've been doubting myself. Thinking that, oh my gosh. What's the problem? Yeah, look at all this dang on Vaseline on him. He went in my purse and got hand sanitizer, freaking Vaseline all over himself. I'm not sure if he ate it. I really hope he didn't. But most of it was on the table. Like, it was like he poured it out. So I don't think he ate it. So, just ridiculous. Yes, you. Look at him. Look at him. And you need your hair washed. Just ridiculous. You. Yes. 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 Boom, 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 boom. Say hi. Say, my name is Mekkah. Mekkah? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Say one. Say one. Say one. No? Okay. You want some? Here. Don't take my spoon. You always doing that. Hey, you want some? No. Don't take my spoon. I need the spoon. It's not for you. It's for mommy. Wait, let me finish. You smell like all hand sanitizer. Give me my spoon, Mekkah. Hey, GGG. Okay. I'm almost finished. Jeez. A little bandit. Yeah, anytime I eat, it don't matter. He will have a full plate, his own utensils. He come and take my utensils and eat off my plate. Like, what in the world? What in the world? But I was thinking about, like I just been doubting myself. I've been talking, like I posted today on my Instagram about like your inner bully. Like, I'm gonna go deeper on my actual feed, but like I just been like so, you know, I've been like my biggest critic, which most people are. Yeah, ignore this like hump. Like, I gotta go get one of them wax sticks. I gotta get all the little supplies. Like, I forgot about the wax stick. I'm gonna go get it today, and I'm gonna do a get ready video and like reflatter my hair and like talking to y'all about some other stuff that I've been thinking about too, or researching. Anyway, so I was thinking about like self-doubt, and like I just been realizing my inner, I've been working on this. Like that's been like the main thing throughout my healing process, postpartum to now, has been, working on like my mindset and like, the way I talk to myself. And I just been realizing like I've been my biggest inner critic, even though, outside, mirrors us, like the mirror card that I had pulled out, the outside mirrors, what's going on internally. So internally, if you feel a certain way, the world outside of you is going to show you that, because your world is within you, right? We over here, we are not on this channel, we are not, victims, and we don't blame everybody. We take responsibility for ourselves, because we understand that we are souls having a human experience, and that we are not we understand that nothing is like, it doesn't have to be a certain way. This probably look better, bro. It's gonna be poofy until I fucking fix it. Fuck it. Anyway, so I was just thinking, I'm like, damn. So like every time I would have these big like high moments or whatever, and I've been mapping my, my menstrual cycle and my cycle with the planets and everything, and I've been mapping like when do I feel a certain way, and when do I feel like my highest, and like what the planets are doing. Every time the moon is in Aries, for some reason I feel so good. Like I'm on it, my mind is right, I'm good, like I'm in it. And then like I think like I'm super, tapped in with my soul, my source and everything. And like I was mapping, I'm just like, I've been lately figuring out that like during the waning, let me see, is it the waning? Yeah, like the waning full moon time, I'm like more internal with myself, which of course that's when I actually am on my cycle. And so it makes sense, because I don't have as much energy to give, which my energy is not meant to be given at that time. It's meant to be on reserve for me to like go within myself, to go within and like recharge and everything, and recuperate, which makes sense. And I actually came across 2 books that I want to delve into, and like I don't know, but just on this journey for healing, because before getting pregnant with my son, like I was researching and understand, like looking at symbology and deep occult sciences and stuff, and like just looking at all this stuff, because it was just so much. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this, I want to know this, and I want to know and everything. But I think I was still in the mindset, like the human mindset of believing that this is not something that that happens to me, or that could happen to me. Like this is from ancient times, like these are my ancestors did this, like my ancestors did this, or this is like gods, like they are they're better, they're above me or whatever. Like I'm just Michelle, I'm just a human or whatever. And like kind of realizing, like when I had my son, and like I was on it, I just had this epiphany. I don't know, I'm going too deep right now. This is supposed to be Halloween, like, but maybe it's on point, because I just found this article about the cult of Isis, and there's still a cult of Isis. The Eastern Stars, the Masonic orders, the female side of it, they have a Daughters of Isis. Like it's higher, it's different levels in these Masonic orders, and they have a Daughters of Isis, and like it's another one over them. Priestesses. You could be a daughter of Isis, like you could be a priestess of Isis. You could be it's it's deeper one. But anyways, so that's still around. So I was reading an article and they were saying the cult of Isis, they celebrated during Halloween, for I think it's the 31st through the 3rd. They celebrate or reenact the burial, the scene when Isis finds Osiris's body slain, and so she goes, she cries. I forget how many days it was. I don't know how many days she cried, but like she gets hysterical over his body, and she tries to find a way to resurrect him, but she buries him first to hide him from Set, so he doesn't manipulate his body any further. But down the line he end up manipulating him further by cutting him up into 14 pieces. What Isis, in one of her forms or one of her names or one of her titles, she is the Queen of Heaven. And I've been delving deeply into what that means. And Brother C. Manel, he was talking about the Mother Zudakaias, which is under the Moorish science, I believe, where they talk about the Mother Zudakaias, which is the zodiac, or which translates to the zodiac in Greek, or Zodiacus, which is the mother of the web or the astrological wheel. And then that line in Revelation where it talks about the woman clothed in the stars. She has the stars on her head and the moon on her head and the sun at her feet. That's the illumined crown chakra. And I don't want to go too deep, but anyways, I just been like delving deep because I've been going back in my notes and like the things that I've already learned and everything. This is bothering me so much, and I had to switch my part, like take some of this from over here to over here because it wasn't centered. But I think I might switch it back over and just say fuck it. But this is bothering me. Anyway, so I've been going back through because I'm writing a book about the female womb and female consciousness, the postpartum initiations. Like, I don't even have a title yet. I'm just in this mode of like, I'm in heavy research mode, and I'm really not like researching much new. I'm just going back through what happened to me through my process of healing, which I'm healed as far as like psychological conscious. I'm healed as far as that, but like I'm still physically healing, which I'm not like far off from being like in a point where I can say like I can still say like now I'm healed, because it's not like as bad as what it was when I first started, or I'm not in the same spot. Really, it feels like I just had to go back and realize what I missed, to understand what I know. Like, basically, it was like an integration process of putting everything together and, like, coming back together. Like, putting Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall and had a great fall. But it's time to put his ass back together. Put him back together so he can sit back on it, go forward. Whatever. But, so I've been just in heavy research mode, and, like, I just thought that was really interesting. I'm starting to connect dots. Like, it's just like, over here, this is what this means, but it also means this, but it also means this, but it's also that. It's like a web of, like, information. It's, like, coming together, and it's just like, anyway, so the Queen of Heaven, that, I guess that's probably what it is. I've just been having a lot of revelations, and it's just been, and let me connect back to what I started to. It's just been help me understand not to doubt myself. Like, I kept telling myself, like, oh, I need to learn more, or I need to know more in order to, share what I have to say, or what I my perspective and everything. But my perspective is so unique. Like, I think that's what it was. My perspective is so unique about things that I just thought, like, maybe I shouldn't share because it's not like this person or not like that. But when I think about it, I really should share, because that's this newness that I have, or this new perspective, this new energy, or this information. It should be shared because it's not out here, or it is out here, but it's like obscure and it's abstract. It's all spread out. But if I come in, like, with my perspective and try to put it together and do something that my ancient ancestors, my ancestors, the ones that came before me, set up, put the seeds, put the knowledge, the structures in place for me to be able to do this. Like, they've already, did the hard work to put it in place so that I could be the one to, like, put it together in a one fashion, like a book, or to live my life with, with that as my guide, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. I just went on a tangent there. So, yeah, like, look out for my book. I'm not saying it's going to be out in a year, next year, or whatnot, but I am writing a book. This is like the main thing I definitely want to do with my life. If I thought, like, if you talked to me like a year or two ago, or even while I was, like, before Mekkah, and you told me, like, you gonna be writing a book, like, you need to write a book, I would have been like, what? Why the fuck am I writing? Why am I writing a book? I don't got nothing to like, I don't even, what am I telling people? Like, they don't need to know nothing from me. Here, open my stuff. If y'all don't know, my baby love Elmo, so if y'all want to give him some gifts, like, his birthday is March 14th, and we love gifts. Like, he love Elmo, like Cookie Monster. He loves Sesame Street. Don't only do Grover, Elmo, or Cookie Monster. Really, Cookie Monster and Elmo. But so I don't want this video to be super long, so I just wanted to say that part, because, like, stop doubting yourself. Whoever, if you in a process of, like, trying to start something, like, whether it's a YouTube channel, write a book, like, you want to grow your following on Instagram, or do a change positions in a job, get a different job, start a business, whatever it is that you're doing, start a nonprofit, go be a mentor for young kids or young girls or whatever you decide to do, become a teacher, whatever. Or even if it's become a nail tech or whatever it is, like, just, I would say, don't, like, have faith. Like, this is my unpopular opinion, I guess, about faith. It takes a mustard seed. It takes a mustard seed. That definitely, all you need is a little bit of faith, and it'll keep you going. Like, have faith in yourself. Stop doubting yourself. Stop, being your negative hater. Like, being your own hater. You already gonna get hateration or, negative talk from other people. Like, no matter what you do, even if you doing good, like doing good for other people gonna talk shit about it. Like, that's just how the world is. Like, people are weird. So they be in their shadows. A lot of people are ego-fied and in their shadows, so they, looking at you doing something positive, and they want to spew out hate because internally they don't feel like they could do something like that. So even if whatever you're doing, just don't doubt yourself. Even if you have to do like affirmations, like set up like affirmations and like build up confidence for whatever you're doing. Like, I say the best way to build up confidence is just to know what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to be a nail tech, do all the research you can to find out how to be a nail tech. What is the requirements for you to be a nail tech, and do every single thing that you have to do to be that nail tech, and like getting a license, all that stuff, having the proper equipment, proper tools, all that stuff. Just do it. Don't expect it to happen like the next day or as soon as you say I'm a nail tech. You got all the shit. Like, it takes some time to work up to that point. But don't doubt yourself while you're doing it. It should be fun. It should be like that's what I've been connecting back to lately, is like my childhood, like, perspective, my child, like my inner child way of viewing the world. I used to be so excited about like waking up every morning because because I knew that it was another day to like be me. I don't know what the fuck else to say. Like, I get to be me. Like, oh my God, I'm so interesting. I'm so creative. Like, ooh, like, oh, today we get to read this book. Ooh, this is gonna be cool because I get to learn something else new. Or just like, I just like learning. I like reading. I like figuring out things, like wondering about them. Like, not everything. Like, you're not gonna catch me in no car shows. Maybe you will, I don't know. Let me not knock that, but if it makes sense at the time, I probably will be at a fucking car show. But I'm not gonna be like, ooh, let me go change some oil in some car and like work. Like, no, that's not what I'm interested in. But if it's in my interest, I will go and like try to figure it out, try to find out about it. Like, I think it's crazy. I gotta cut this. I don't know if I'm gonna make this. I might make this part like another video. I don't know. I might put it in here. Like, fuck it. It's just a long vlog. But I think my spiritual journey. Yeah, I'm gonna do another video talking about my spiritual journey and like how it started and all this stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, and then also I'm gonna do that. Cause when mine started, like, I started at like 16. I didn't realize that I was on a spiritual journey. I wish I had more, like a mentor. Like, right now, like my granddad was my mentor for my journey, and I wish he, said something to me a long time ago about, spirituality or conscious information. He just was like, I didn't think you and your sister was into this, and I'm just like, why wouldn't you, he was saying to my little brothers and stuff, like some of the stuff, but I was just like, why wouldn't you say this stuff to me? Like, what the like, it's cool though. It's all good. I was like 16, but I knew I was a soul like younger than that. I knew I had a soul like when I was young. Like I was seeing spirits and like different entities and beings when I was super young, and like I remember being like 1 or 2, like in between 1 and 3 years old or 4, and like no, between 1 and 7, and seeing stuff and telling my sister and my mama like it's a monster in here, like it's something over there, and they would be like, no, it's not, Michelle, no, it's not. I remember saying that I need the lights to be on, to sleep or whatever. I remember that, and they used to be like, no, it's not, Michelle, you just seeing stuff. And I'm like, and I was really thinking, like, I remember, trying to connect back to my psychic, my clairvoyant abilities, and like thinking that I was crazy or that I was seeing stuff, or that it just didn't make sense and stuff. I'm gonna be more elaborate in my video about my spiritual journey, but I remember seeing stuff, and then like, and it scared, it got me, fearful, because some of those beings like I was seeing, I now I realized going back, those was demons and shit that I was seeing, like demons, low vibrational entities. Like I was seeing that shit, and I was seeing, ghosts and spirits and shit. Like they would be touching. Oh my god, like I done had so many experiences. Some of my memories are coming back. Like I've been saying, I've been connecting back to my inner child. Some of my memories is coming back, and I remember shit touching me, like that feeling, like I would feel that shit, and then or like something pulling my leg in the middle. When I say y'all, like the experiences that I had, people would have been in a nut house. Like the fuck. I remember sleeping in bed one night in the middle of the night, and we had this like hall light. Me and my sister, we shared like the basement room together, and like she had her own side and I had my own side. It was like a big old finished basement, and so I think I was like 11 or 12 or something like that. Like, and this big ass like man, it was like a man spirit or whatever, and he lifted his hand up and like crack, like pop the, you know how the light bulb, like it'll pop and like go out. That's what he did. He lifted up and touched it, and like it popped and went out. Later on I figured out that certain spirits, like they use like the refrigerator, like knocking on the refrigerator or touching a light bulb or whatever has like a energy, like an electric energy to it. They will touch it so they can gain some like recharge their body, because they electrical, so they need energy or power to move, to get out. If y'all want to understand that, watch the movie Ghost, and you will get it. But anyway, so I'm gonna go more elaborate in my this little part. I don't even know why I'm even going into this. Like, I guess because it's Halloween, y'all. It's Halloween. So paranormal stuff, like what I do enjoy is that this year it's not all. Maybe it's because I'm not, scared or nothing. No more. I kind of understand what certain things are, but like the veil between the shadow realm and our realm is very thin. So there's different realms and worlds. There is the shadow realm, and some of our ancestors may be in those realms. It's thinner between, the veil is thinner between us and, the earthly ghosts or whatever. So that's why people have more paranormal experiences or want to, be scared and all this stuff and stuff like that. But like shadow, if you do your shadow work, you'll kind of understand what these ghouls and ghosts like symbolically mean, psychologically mean, because psychology is the study of the soul. So so I don't know, this year I've been trying to watch, some of these like Halloween shows and watch some. It just don't like, I don't know, I'm just like breaking it down in my head, like this shit ain't even scary, like, and most of the shit is just like some Masonic shit. So it's kind of boring. It's kind of fucking boring. Like, I'd rather tune into myself and what I got going on. But, whatever. So, I'm trying to remember. I'm going to say one more, I guess, paranormal thing. Like, I was seeing that remind me, I gotta go buy him some vegan candy. Because Mekkah will not be eating that candy that they, Stop! Give it back. Look there. Mekkah will not be eating the candy. We gonna go trick-or-treating, but he will not be eating the candy. I think, I'm gonna just go to get him a bunch of vegan candy from Whole Foods. Now, one more paranormal thing, I guess. One more paranormal. Let me see. Because I done had so many experiences. Like, I just can't even, like... I think I was about, like, 17 or something. I'm trying to remember. Nah, this is another one. This is another good one. This one was scary. This one was actually scary as fuck. It was the same, where I was staying with my sister in the basement and we had the two sides or whatever. So we had a bathroom down there, like with the shower, and like for some reason I always like just never wanted to, like, I would brush my teeth in there, to get ready for school and stuff. I would never like wash my ass. Like, no, fuck that. I would take my ass all the way upstairs to the other bathroom and take a shower or a bath or whatever, or wash up, like, because I used to wash up in the morning. Just redundant. But whatever. I would go upstairs and I would brush my teeth. I may brush my teeth down there. I'm saying may, because most of the times I did everything that I need to do in the bathroom upstairs. Cause like, and so one time I think we had to go somewhere, and like, I think my brothers or my mama, somebody was in the bathroom upstairs, and I'm like, bro, I need to take my shower. So I was just like, fuck it, let me just take it downstairs. I got in the shower. When I say I was like, man, I'm finna be in and out. Fuck this shit. This bathroom, like, the light was so, I hated it. It just was like weird. It, like, the scary movie bathroom, like, that's kind of how it was. Like, the light was like dullish, and it's like, I don't know, I just felt weird in that bathroom. It was super cold. Like, we would have the heat on, it's super cold in there. What the fuck? So anyways, I got out the shower, and I think I was either about to leave out the bathroom, but for some reason the light went out, or either I touched it and I turned it off, or the light went out. And I was like, fuck this, let me get out the bathroom. But the damn doorknob, like, it used to get stuck. That was another reason. Like, when you close the door, it didn't have a lock on it, but the motherfucker would get stuck. Like, you'd be turning the knob and it wouldn't, like, turn. Bro, that's what happened to me. The knob would not turn. And I swear to fucking God, this old ass lady, like, she was a white lady, she was old, she was a ghost. She, like, came up to me and was, like, in my face. And, like, I was like, ah! Bro, I'm out of this bitch. What the fuck? Like, I swear to God. And I had to tell, I'm like, bro, like, I turned on every fucking light I turned on every light. Like, I turned every light on and, like, ran the fuck out of there. I turned every light. I don't care. I just turned on all the lights. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? I hate this fucking place. Damn. I think I saw her again, like, later on. Because so the basement, like, the basement was, it was a 2-family flat. So you had to come down the stairs. Like, you had stairs that went upstairs to the other apartment. And then it was a side door. And then you come further down the stairs. And it was like a closet right here. And then it was like the washroom right there. And then you go through, keep going, it's a door. And when you come through the door, that was the bathroom, like, straight across from the door. And then you turn to the right, it was like the basement, the finished basement. So it was like two sides. One side, I was to the left, and then my sister was to the right. But it was like we was split, and it was like this big ass pole beam in the middle that split us. And like honestly, we could have had like 2 separate TVs, and we wouldn't have, I mean, we could hear each other, but we wouldn't have, like, bothered each other for real, honestly. I don't know. We had one TV though. We really didn't even watch TV down there. We just, like, honestly, we didn't really watch a lot of TV because we was always fucking busy. I remember we was at school going to gymnastic practice and stuff. Anyway, so in the back, like the very back of our rooms, it was a wall or whatever, but it was like this weird ass opening, like right on my side. It didn't have a door. It just like an opening. Like, nobody, if you was big, only like a child could like probably get through. And like on the other side, like was on my sister's side, they had it's like a door that like looked exactly like the wall. Like, when you closed it, it just looked like the door disappeared with the wall. In hindsight, that was actually kind of fire, but whatever. So I remember I heard something in there. I was playing downstairs, like playing with my like toys or something, and I heard something back there, and I'm just like, for a second, I'm just like, no, it ain't nothing. Then I kind of like, I kept hearing it, and I'm like, am I tripping? Is this something in here? Is somebody in here? So I just was like, you know what, let me go look in there. We always kept the light on, in that, it was like a storage, we used it as a storage room. Like, it had shelves. This was like the unfinished part of the basement. It had shelves, and like the floor was concrete, and our floor in our room was finished, so we had carpet, and it was like really thick carpet, and the floor was concrete, and it had these big old, like, big wooden shelves, like, up to the ceiling. And we put, Christmas decorations, like, old costumes, like, all, our holiday stuff, and, like, winter clothes or whatever, and bins and stuff in there. And I remember we kept the light on, like the little overhead light on in there. And I was just like, I'm hearing something. And I'm like, where is it coming from? And I wasn't gonna look in there because I'm like, bro, I'm not finna get scared. So I just like peek my head on my side through my little cubby hole, and I peek my head, and I kid y'all not, it was the same old ass lady standing up, like in the damn room, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, who is this old? It was like an old white lady. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? I really should have like did the research on that damn place to see who fucking died like in there, cause she probably died. She probably sold that lake. That's probably was her house. Like she probably died in that bitch, and didn't move on or whatever. And then like probably that old man, the man that I saw, probably was either her husband or he probably lived there too and died there too, or I don't know. Sometimes spirits, you know, like, well, if they are, sometimes they not in tranquil, but like sometimes if they still, you know, attached to certain earthly things, like, oh, I love my house, oh, I want money, or I'm hungry, I want some food, or, you know, like, you know, the earthly things, like, oh, I miss my kids and I wish I was a better mother and all this other stuff. All the shit people say on their deathbed, like they regrets and stuff. If they still attached to certain earthly things, then they gonna end up being, you know, an earthly spirit. And depending on the frequency or, you know, the vibration of certain dwellings, they, you know, they hang out in those dwellings because, you know, it's a place to be, a place to go, a place to, you know, gain some energy, to be around certain people. Like, some of us, you know, we all are spiritual beings, right? So we all, you know, have a spirit. And when we leave the body, our spirit is what, you know, gets attached here and ends up being a spirit walking around on earth, or a ghost, or a paranormal, whatever the fuck, poltergeist. You know, it's different kinds, because some people die in traumatic and, you know, they're murdered, or, you know, they die in horrible ways, and they end up, you know, attached to that that trauma, or that murder or whatever, and that you know, they get attached to that spot. That's why you have, you know, those haunted houses or whatever. Is the understanding behind a haunted house and a or those old psychiatric hospitals, and like it was like cruel shit done, and like the place is so like nobody wants to go in there. There's so many like crazy spirits and shit. Just watch American Horror Stories and you will get a perspective of that type of, you know, energy or whatever. Those American Horror Stories, those stories that they were telling, maybe the names or the actors or the scenarios weren't, you know, but most of that stuff was based on true actual events or stories that took place. And he did a really fucking good job of, like, you know, aesthetically telling these stories. So I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, so that's my paranormal events. I have others, like I have so many others, but at this point I'm not like scared as I used to be. Or at least I've been working on myself to not be so scared, you know, because I definitely do ancestral work, and I definitely do talk to certain, you know, my guides, my spiritual guides, my ancestors, some ascended, you know, masters and beings and stuff, you know, because I want to get the knowledge, or to understand certain historical things or whatever. It depends on where my own spiritual work leads me. I have another story, but I think I'm gonna go into the stories and stuff when I do my spiritual journey video, because this part has gotten really long, and I really want to talk that much about this, but it's Halloween though. Yeah, so I'll be back soon to, I guess I gotta call I gotta see where we gonna go. I still gotta go to the store so I can get him some candy, and then I still gotta go get him like a bag or something. Yeah. My little elbow.
Yeah.
Elbow.
Right. With me. Really? You know what? You ever seen a bald man with a little ball?
Mekkah, what you doing? What you doing? Hi, cute boy.